Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to take a bit more of a look at some more of Tom Clancy's The Division beta, looking some at the more of the single player or non-dark zone elements. I want to have a look at some of these encounters today and how you're going to gather some resources for your base of operations. So I picked and marked one of the encounters on my map for me to head towards.
Warning, hostile presence detected.
Worried about the JTF? You got any money? Huh? You sure talk a lot.
As you can see, I've leveled up to level 5, and so have the enemies that I'm encountering. Right, so that's the objective area clear. Now you can see there's a building that I can go in that looks like it's got some resources in. There's a magnifying glass showing me that there's something there. You can see it says hostage rescue by my mini-map, so it knows. So I've got to search for a key, which is flagged up on my HUD. I've noticed a few of these backpacks around that carrying supplies. Like I got some soda from that one.
The civilians have been secured.
And there you go, once the hostage is released, you gain the supplies and the experience. So the encounters may be a bit different. I think sometimes they may be just take an enemy stronghold out, or like this one was a hostage release situation. So we'll take a look at another one. I approach my second encounter now. This one's a little bit different from the first. Different resources that I'm going for a start. But it's also a different type of encounter. This one I'm just assaulting a stronghold, so I'm just essentially eliminating the enemy, the threats in a stronghold. Finally managed to put a grenade to use for my first time in the beta so far. Really, quite powerful. Taking those straight out. You see the different types of units. I'm not familiar with them yet. You can see the display. This one's he had a little scope above him. Obviously that means he's a ranged or a sniper, I'm assuming. But the other one had a little lightning bolt. I'm not sure what that represents, whether it's assault, but he obviously charged straight at me. You've got to be careful when entering these zones now. You're about to see I'm about to get assaulted. Obviously, if these enemies were a bit stronger, or I hadn't have been quite luckily looking in that direction, that that could have been a fatal mistake. Luckily, I could mow them all down quickly because I was already sort of facing there. So that's it. The stronghold clear, and as you can see, I'm picking up weapon parts and resources this time. I'll go towards crafting, I assume, and some nice loot. Both of these containers contained a green chest coated armor. Yeah. So, nice rewards for doing the encounters, XP, loot and resources. So after that encounter I heard a bit of a strange noise, so I headed up onto the rooftop above the garage that I just secured. Don't know if you could hear that, but they sounded like, in the film The Hunger Games, they drop those parcels in to assist the competitors, the combatants. It sounded like something like that. So, because they drop out of the air, I looked up and there it was, just above. So some form of collectible there. I just now take a look at those new item, that new gear that I picked up. These are some of the weapons I picked up from the story mission. But the two pieces of chest armor here As you can see, they're both 22 armor, but they have different other attributes with them and different bonuses. That one gives you extra ammo capacity and health, whereas that one gives extra kill experience. I'm not quite sure what that first symbol is. I should probably know. So after this, I'll just change my equipment around a little bit, and I'll go through some of that equipment that was picked up before that I'm not going to want to keep, marked it as junk, and as you'll see later, I'll go to a vendor and you can just instantly sell everything that you have marked as junk and increase your currency. After messing around with my equipment for a little bit, I realised I'd got a second skill slot now available at level 5. So I decided to give the sticky bomb a try, see what it's like. Just equip it to Q or E. And you tap Q to select, and then left mouse click like you're shooting to fire it. And then Q again. Nice big detonation. I haven't tried it against an enemy yet, but it looks like it'd be quite powerful. So back to the base of operations. Taking a look at that VR display again on your HUD, tell you which wings are online, offline, and what the status is and what you've got to do to get them up. Obviously only the medical wing available in the beta. I came back ready to finish off the last bit of the mission objectives that are in the beta, and take a look at the vendors that are in your base of operations. As you can see, it's quite easy just to you mark those items up that you don't want and then just sell them all in one, rather than have to keep going through all your inventory selling them off. And you can't accidentally sell anything you've got equipped either, so if you find something as a replacement for something you've got equipped, you just have to go and unequip it and mark it as junk, which is quite good because you never want to sell that thing that you quite want, do you? So I don't really buy anything yet from the vendor, but I do like the look of the scar and the comparison features. You can see the scar's more accurate, has a lot more range, a lot more damage, but it's a much slower fire rate, so it's more of a marksman rifle. It says there marksman rifle, so that's something that I'll probably be interested in doing in the future, maybe when I've got a bit more currency and I can afford it. So different guns can suit different play styles. Obviously it gives you, just taking a look at what those sell options were, you know, they're the things I didn't mark as junk. Obviously items sell a lot less than what you can buy them for, so you're going to be selling a lot to buy a bit. And the same with the armor vendor, really, it's the same sort of thing. The gear vendor sells those armor upgrades, so you keep improving your character. The different vendors, I mean, the Dark Zone works completely different. You have to have Dark Zone levels as well, and obviously you get your best gear from the Dark Zone. But as you're leveling up through the sort of single player campaign and the story, this is probably where you're going to be coming in and out just to pick up some items, pick up some upgrades, so you can keep up with the enemies as you're leveling up. So I didn't want to spoil any of the story and show you more cutscenes, but essentially we get the medical wing up and online, which upgrades a few features for you. What happens is once you get the wings on, they give you skills and perks. As you'll see, there's a little bit of a tutorial here, which I'll show you how. I'll leave the tutorial running so you can see sort of how it works and what you get from upgrading these wings. So the first thing you got was a heal skill, which you can put in place of, you know, your Q or your E skill, and a perk, which I think allowed me to carry more med packs.
The upgrades look great. If we live through this, I want you working in my lab.
And as you get more supplies, you can upgrade the clinic more and more and unlock more skills, more perks, and those skills themselves can be upgraded as well to give better effects or better skills. So that was it for the beta, actually. You know, it was quite short and sweet. The look at the single player. That wasn't it for the beta. That was it for the story-driven side of the beta. There's still plenty of work you can do on the encounters, and I've not taken a look at the Dark Zone yet. But here's me just taking a look at those abilities now, so you can see you can just equip it, pop it in place instead of the sticky mine. So I'd have the pulse, the scan, and the heal, and it heals people around you as well. So it'd be great for support class to kind of that medic in the team to be able to scan the environment, give everybody boosts on your enemies that you're fighting, tag them, and also have that little area of effect healing for the squad. And as you can see, the perks are unavailable in the beta, but you can get an idea of what they do there. And you've also got talents as well, which will go hand in hand. So your skills, your perks, and your talents going hand in hand with each other, but allowing a lot of customization in the play, in the way that you can play. So you can really sort of play the way you want to, with the different weapons and the different skills and perks and stuff like that. And especially in a 3-man squad, you can be really varied and really ready for every situation by the looks of it. But that's it, the clinic up and going, the beta story side done. And I must admit, I'm quite enjoying it. So the next thing I do want to do really is take a look in that Dark Zone, maybe upgrade my gear a bit more, get towards that maximum level in the beta, which is level 8. So thank you for watching anyway. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been a bit more insightful on how the game works and the sort of features that are in the game, and maybe tempting you towards giving it a try. So if you want to see more of this, or you want to see something else, please like and subscribe and comment. Thank you.